into red or ruby. Most impactful card for me, I think, is this card right here. 4 cost, marching off to battle, action song. If a character was banished this turn, draw 2 cards. So Ruby got draw. I mean, do I think it makes it broken? I don't know yet, but I think it makes it viable now, right? Like the color has its own draw now. That's not terrible. Yeah, it still has a condition of banish, but at least it's not restricted to either side, right? It's either card. You swing into something, you banish. You swing into something. You could sometimes sacrifice your own unit. Like I need to draw cards. Let me swing my Tipo in so it dies, and then I could sing this song and draw cards, right? Sucks, but if you need to draw, like we have it. We have it in there now. So I think this is one of the ways we can start making Ruby Sapphire viable again. I think there's a bunch of other cards. I think the second color that got the most upgrades was blue, in my opinion. But I think this is a step in the right direction for red. Like I think this like having draw. Obviously, Amber got some crazy cards, but red also having draw now, it unlocks ruby yellow, ketchup and mustard. Like I think it allows the for the card draw to be in there too. But I think it's good. And then red has a bunch of banish, right? Like horsemen and stuff. So it's easy. Sometimes even if they keep their stuff standing, like you just horsemen and boom, I got my draw.
There you go. Yep. Especially you have the horseman on turn 5, so you set up your singer on turn 4, and this is a 4 cost song. Um, Shark, you draw your 2 first, and then you go with Shark. I mean, obviously, I already had to banish something, but then you do this again because a character was already banished this turn. Worst comes to worst, you also swing your T point, your T point goes away. Oh no, draw 2 cards. It's good.
Yeah.
We like to see this in Ruby. It's a step in the right direction. You said right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good.
The next card, and these are all cards that I think allow the ruby color to be paired with other colors now because it's in a sense they're draw. Well, this is pseudo draw. The other one was draw, right? The only problem with this one is I think this one is only available in blue because you need a crazy amount of ink to make this viable, right? So it's a 3 cost uninkable item. It's called a Kristoff's Loot. Moment of inspiration. Tap this, pay 2, ink. Reveal the top card of your deck. You play it as if it. Sorry. You may play it as if it were in your hand. Otherwise, put it in your discard. So basically, you reveal it. Could be any kind of card. It could be action, character, song, whatever, and you play it off the top. I mean, in blue red, you have so much mana that, and we're still lacking some kind of card draw. Still, I mean, we don't have the best card draw. So, um, basically this is always guaranteed. It's like you're top decking kind of, but you're like double top decking because you're getting the card off the top and then you can also play this as well. So it's not the best, but it allows us to. I think with all these things, it's allowing the deck to actually be maybe tier 2 deck, tier 1.5 deck. Like I said, it's not great, but I think it is good. And from testing and in other discords, like they're saying that this card has been performing. We're not playing 4 of, but as a like a 1 of or 2 of, and you find it, like it's good to just keep it on the board.
Yeah. So I don't think this card is that good when I read it. When I read it, this is one of those cards that I read it and I'm not impressed, but I can see this being annoying when it's on the board. Like to deal with. Like I think it can be good into the point where like, oh, I need to find an answer. Like I don't have it in my hand. There's another how you said top deck. Let me hit it. Look, oh, I hit it. That's crazy. I'm paying. Like it's another like just draw one because you're trying to draw whatever it is in Ruby that you're trying to draw. Um, the only kind of thing that kind of sucks for me, like if it's a song, you're hard casting it, right? It doesn't allow you to sing it. So like if it's that, or what I'm worried about is like, oh, but I can't think this way because it was never the way I treat it is like it was never meant to be. It's like the Mickey Ink and the Donald thing. It's a really good card, but it doesn't apply to the situation currently. You're like, oh, I needed this card like 2 turns from now, but now it's going straight to my discard. That kind of sucks. But also, there's a world where some decks add from discard, so there's that synergy. Kind of cool. I
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
like I
you still
said,
have the
I'm
shark. So I don't think it's bad because
sharp
we'll
for the
talk about it.
actions.
The shark, you get
So
actions
good.
back. Moana, you're putting stuff in your discard and now becomes ink for Moana if you're playing Moana in this deck.
You're playing the
So
blue red.
yeah,
And if you're playing blue red, most likely it is known to have like a few splash of items into the. Yeah, I definitely think if there's a deck that can benefit from a top deck blue red, right? So it's like little stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think so. I read it and I think it's a whatever's card, but I can definitely see this. This honestly, I feel like it's one of those hidden gems that people have already like cracked though. Like it's not that hidden. It's
Yeah.
like a hidden gem that's not.
No, I 100% this is like a only blue red card right now. Like the just playing like blue red, trying to play blue red last set too. Like you do like the Cindy stuff, like you were playing Kita before.
You
Like you
see
would
this
just
going
get
in
to
infinity,
no, I don't think
blue
so.
red infinity, one up.
I don't think this is needed. No,
You think so?
no, I don't think so. You're drawing so much. You're drawing so much. I don't think you need it. This is more because we don't have that draw, so we're playing off the top, and we just have so much ink, right? Like I'm telling you, previous set, and I've already been testing it this set. Like you end up at 11, 12 ink. You don't care if you're paying two extra more for the to draw another card that might be impactful off the top, right? It could be a vision. Like you're playing four for vision. Obviously, it sucks, but when you don't have other options, like it's not that bad, especially when you have that extra egregious amount of ink. Like, dude, I'm playing blue red. I'm getting to like 12, 13, 14, 15 ink every time. And it's not like even turn 20, it's like turn 8. And I'm at that amount. So, I like I said, once you play it, it sounds reading it sounds really bad, but once you play the deck, like you have so much ink that it's almost not. It's more of a benefit than not. So, try it out if you guys want. But next card, it's a 5 cost uninkable. Grab your bow. Action song. Banish up to 2 characters with 2 costs or less. So, honestly, playing a little bit, this card has felt a little bit lackluster, but I've been playing against a lot of like Todd decks. So I that's the reason why. But like if I'm facing aggro, you're expecting aggro, like this card's gonna be great in those matchups, right? So and then we still have coil and all that, so it still works out. But I wouldn't as of right now, I wouldn't play as a 4 but I do think it has a place in the deck, and it's I still think it's a good card. So
I think this card is whatever's. I don't think it's good. I think if we're getting like I just it just reminded me of Grab Your Sword, man. And it just we're in 2026. I just think it's you don't need this. I feel like I think there's gonna be I think there's more people that don't play aggro than that play aggro. And just the thought of this being in my hand against those matchups as an inkable is just and I get it. If you're playing with the sapphire, you can ink it or you can like find other ways, like the ink tipo ink. I understand all this stuff, but like the color ruby alone already doesn't have that much draw. I don't know, man. When it hits, it's gonna feel so good, but does that make this card good? Probably not.
yeah, I will
Like,
say in
there's
testing
gotta
it,
be other ways in
yeah,
Ruby, right? Like, there's gotta be other characters or like
100%.
another
No,
way to check it
I
aggro
agree. Like
early.
if
Like,
you
I don't
if
know. I personally don't like this
yeah.
song.
I agree. If you tell me there's, if I'm gonna take blue red to a tournament, and you tell me, hey, bro, I can guarantee you there's no aggro tomorrow. I'm not playing this card. Like simple as that. Like, yeah. But I do think it does help in the aggro matchups. Like we kind of have to respect it. Maybe we don't. But I think
Is this the
it's a
spooky
good
side
option.
of Ruby? Where it's like, do I just put the one up? Do I just play it just in case? Like, is this
Yeah.
like Ruby's
I
gonna have
mean,
to ask that itself that question? You know, how
yeah,
spooky side players like, there's
yeah,
those players that just respect aggro a little too much. They're like, all right, it's going in my deck, one or two. I know it's an inkable. Is this pretty much? I will say
yeah,
this:
kind
it's a
of.
better
Yeah,
spooky side.
yeah. I'm keeping this card at like a 2 or 1 of, and I another reason I like it is because, um, I was playing online and I was playing against a red yellow deck, and red yellow has a lot of way to reduce cost too. We have Scrump, we have 2 cost Delia's
Oh,
whatever
yellow.
song. So you can play
Okay,
this
now we're
card and
talking.
you can play this card in red yellow too, and it's
Red
pretty good.
yellow,
Yeah,
especially because a lot of cards just naturally say bring your strength down. Bring the
yeah,
reason I know that because I was playing blue yellow, I needed to bring the strength up, and I'm like, dude, why are all these ambers bring the strength down? So I was like, okay, now we're talking because it could be literally we're talking about. Remember me and Ethan? We're talking about. Hey, shout out red yellow. We were talking about like red yellow songs. Like
yeah,
that's okay. Now I see the synergy there for sure. I like it more in red yellow songs than I do in red blue. I will say that.
yeah. No, yeah. I mean, I think it's a
I feel
good
like in red blue
addition.
you just don't need it. Like I feel like good players find a strategy that you just don't need to put a
Yeah,
synergy.
you might not. I 100% agree. Like testing it a little bit, I agree. And then the last red card, is a 6 cost Cooper on Descent, 8/5. Storeborn Hero, Rush, Reckless. So basically it's a Maui, a turn later, but has 2 more power. Um if I guess if you want to say hit the nuts or whatever you call it, but if you hit the Cindy curve, this is still a Maui. This is a better Maui in a sense because you still play at the turn of Maui. This you still play at the same turn as you would play Maui. If you go, Cindy gets you, you turn ramp on 2, Cindy gets you to 6. You're still playing Maui on whatever the same turn, right? So this is a better Maui if you hit the Cindy curve. If you don't hit the Cindy curve, it's a little bit of a worse Maui because it comes out a turn later. But dude, I was playing against a deck and they were doing, obviously the card was bad, but they were doing like this location thing that you boost the location and then if you at the start of your turn you banish that location, it draws you a bunch of card. He was greedy because he thinks I couldn't out it. This thing one shot it. I was like, all right, dude, you just lost the game. But yeah, because that thing had like 8 health. He's like, he probably can't out it. I could probably be greedy one more turn. And I said, nope, Cooper, gone. That was funny.
So isn't there cards that like in Ruby that you just ready the character?
There are
There's
some,
gotta
yeah.
be. I know
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a few. There's
Yeah,
like
but there's
some
the
synergy
Raya.
where
There's the
isn't
Raya
there like a
princess.
song? Oh, is it an action or is it a song? There's also the other one, which is the one that they're saying if it's a character strength, ready it, gain a lore, or
Oh yeah,
something like
that
that.
that that like Maui Infinite combo one. Yeah, yeah.
Is it a song?
No, it's an action, but it costs 0.
It's an action.
It's a 2 cost, but it costs 0 if you use it on a character that's like 5 or more. Yeah.
So this thing it's
Well, you
like a
only swing
monster because you're
twice.
discarding a monstro.
Oh no, it's only twice because you can't keep using that action unless you have a way to keep getting it back.
Right, but what I'm saying, a shark, but I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is, it's at least a monstro for the one discard.
Yeah, it's like you get one monster effect with
You
that
go
card.
boom, you play this card, you go boom,
Yeah.
and you gain one lord while you're at it.
Well, if you
Right?
have
That
shark,
if
yeah,
you
if you have
ready it,
shark.
it gains you a lord or something like that. Okay, so like
Oh yeah,
if you're
I think
playing
it does. Yeah,
Cooper,
yeah, I think it
I
does.
see a lot of decks that are rated in Ruby. They already play that card anyway because that card's already like for some reason like in Ruby you want to trade, so you hit with the Hercules or you're playing with these other cards and you boost it, whatever. Shark, right? You're ready. They're playing that card already. I think that card goes in Ruby already, and then you play Cooper. That's like a little already like a combo. You're not forcing the other card to play it in your deck. I
Yeah.
don't know if you play.
And
I know you kind of didn't play Ruby
that
just
card's
yet.
crazy
Every
crazy
time I
with
played Ruby,
shark.
Ruby players were playing that card. I like it. I think this
Yeah.
card is good. I think that card goes with it good. It's paired well with the Hercules. We are seeing more like Ruby being challenging based. So yeah, I like it. I'm if I'm playing Ruby, I'm playing this card.
Yeah. So moving on to
It's
blue.
incomplete.
It's inkable, yeah, yeah. So moving on to blue. Think Yeah, I think the top card I put as the best uh sapphire card right now is Pete. It's a 5 cost Pete, Ghost of Christmas Future. It's a 5/5. Storyborn ally ghost. Boost 1. Whenever this character quests, look at a number of cards from the top of your deck equal to the number of cards under him. Put one in your hand and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So you boost this once, it's basically like a draw one. Basically, you just put the top card in your hand. Basically, what it is. You boost it twice, it becomes a develop, which you're still drawing one, right? But now it's the develop. You pick 2. Every time you boost it, you get closer to a vision when he quests. So, and the body isn't terrible. It's a 5/5. To five, what really outs a 5/5 on ramp on 2? I mean, you don't even have to Cindy, but comes out on 4. What outs 5/5 on 4? Not a lot of things. So I mean, Cooper does, but but Cooper will die. That's a good thing. Most of the things that is gonna out this is also gonna die with it. So I think it's good. It's like another way for the draw 2 in blue. It's like a
So if you do go
sort of,
Sydney, then you play this and you boost once.
you could boost
You
one
do
that
have to
turn.
wait that
Yeah,
extra turn, which kind of like right,
yeah,
but it's kind of like saying you better out it.
yeah. Because you start drawing, and then what's going on? Right now, a lot of people are testing it. If you go on Red Blue, like you're playing on Lorcanito or whatever Fight Club, um, there's a Pete that wasn't seeing play. It was a Ruby Pete, 7 cost Pete, and that Pete says if you have a Pete in play, it's basically a Maleficent Dragon. So now we have a good Pete to curve out with, right? You go Cindy, you play this on 4, you boost it that turn, and then next turn you already have that Pete in hand, or if you have that Pete in hand, it goes perfect with the curve. You just play that Pete, and boom, you Dragon Fire something, and now you have a 5/5 that quests for 1 that's drawing you a card, and you have a 6/6 that quests for 2, I believe. That just Dragon Fired something, so it's pretty good. And that this Pete enables that Pete, right? So that's the good part.
So I'm glad a certain card got announced because I can talk about it. Um, if you also have this Pete with a boost, and I just happen to do, oh no, wait, it doesn't work that way. Okay, never mind. I'm tripping. I'm thinking about something synergy of it comes in Sapphire, so the more you boost, the more you're able to get these cards into the inkwell. Worst comes to worst. But let's be real. With Pete, you don't want you wanna always just kind of keep getting those cards to your hand, so doesn't matter. But this card's good. I mean, it's you quest, you draw one card,
Yeah,
but then it's then oh you let it live. You quest, I get to pick which card I draw from two. I get to pick which card I draw from three, and then
yeah,
so on and so on. So in
yeah.
blue, that can be dangerous. It's
And to
yeah,
be
it's
honest,
cool.
like you might not even have to boost after one. I think developing every turn on quests, I think is perfectly fine. Like, sure, if you need to start digging
Honestly,
for
just
better answers, sure,
yeah,
but
on the top, like depending on the ink, sometimes you have that spare ink, so might as well like
yeah,
let me pay the extra ink to boost. But if it's like on curve and I don't need to, I'll be like, I'll just take my free draw.
yeah. I just think my free draw. I think
It's
it's a good
cool.
card. So second most impactful card, and this is what I was talking about, the Bell that quests for two. So she does quest for two. She's a 4 cost inkable Bell.
Also, also, by the way, yeah, just keep going. Go actually go. Yeah.
Bell Snowfield Strategist. She's a 2/3 Storyborn Hero Princess. Winter Stockpile. Whenever one of your character is banished, you may put that card from your discard into your inkwell face down and exerted. And a quest for two. This is what I've been saying when we were hyping up Fabled Cruella. Cruella wishes she was this card because this is what Cruella should have been. Um, it's like every card, it's not your just your 2 drops or less, and it's multiple times per turn. It's whenever one of your characters is banished. So you have a Tink, a 3/1 Tink, swing, she goes into your inkwell. You have a Tipo, swing, goes into your inkwell. You just took out 2 characters with a Tipo and a Tink, took out 2 characters, and you inked 2 times. That's broken. And it's not, is it on your turn? No, it's whenever. It doesn't matter. So on your opposing turn, they need to out your characters, they go into the inkwell. They out her, she puts herself into the inkwell. So even outing her, you're still getting that ink. So if Moana doesn't see play, I'm very high on Moana. If Moana doesn't see play, I think it's specifically because of this card. I think this Bell is really good.
Is this the best card in the set?
Possibly. No, there's not. I think the Amber cards are, but this card's pretty cracked.
Okay, so
I mean, we're hyping up Cruella, bro, and this is like I'm saying, this is Cruella wishes she was this card.
there's no way I'm not playing Chicha again. There's no way I'm not gonna play my Chicha in some way somehow, bro. Like all these cards just like all work on Chichas. I'm finding my issue is finding the uninkability like slot, but like it's a princess. Like I'll play Cindy, then I play this, and then I
And
have
now
the
that you're
Chicha,
bringing
then
up that
there's some
like
Cindy and
that
draw.
aggro green, now that you're bringing up that aggro green blue, like this card goes good in there too. It's still quest for two, and
And where? In green blue?
yeah, that aggro green blue that you're talking about with the Mulan that we are talking about with the Alice, like bro, you hit the curve of 1 drop Mulan, Alice, and this. All right, bro, out my board. I don't care. You're inking me as well, and I'm still questing. Like I already got my quest off. If you
There's a
out
world
ink,
where that deck plays on curve because of this card. Now I can play big ones.
yeah, I can play big stuff, and then you just stop inking after that because it's like Webby, right? Like the Webby decks, they stopped inking because they're like, oh, if I stop ink, I get my ink ability, and then you're inking me, so I don't even have to. I could keep the cards in my hand, right? Which is why I think Moana is broken. I'll explain why Moana. I think Moana is broken, but this card, I think, low key outshines her. I would honestly probably just play both. I would play Belle, Cindy, and Moana, in my opinion, but
It's funny with the blue green aggro. Then you just play the Philip line because they're gonna
because they're
be
gonna get
you're
you
gonna be
anyways.
aggroing. You're gonna start trading, getting their two trades, and be like, all right, shit,
Philip.
Philip.
Yeah. And that 3/2 war, he's not a good. He's not a bad body. He's questing, and
He's
a
already a good quester too.
and then
He
you
has ward.
Alice.
He trade.
He has good strength to power up your Alice with support. Yeah,
That's funny. That might be something there,
there might
dude.
be some. That's what I said. I said you might be cooking, bro. Because I thought about this card. I'm like, dude, this card on curve is nasty,
That's
bro.
what I meant. Like a good like, oh, I'm playing like this. I have a blue green deck that can go fast, but I'm still gonna be like singing songs and playing big fill up on you if I need to. Like this is kind of what we're talking about. These card enables that.
Yeah,
That's kind of
it's
crazy.
crazy. So I think this card's cracked. Have you seen this card?
I did, and it was already in build. It just kind of hit me like even more. Like this card is really printed like as this. Like it's a princess.
Yeah.
It's in blue. It does what it does. Not once per turn. It's not
I
during
hope
your turn. Like
I hope
This
she
is the
gets the
best card in the set
enchanted.
to me. When I read those Amber cards, we went to those 5 busted Amber cards. I think this is the best card in the set.
Yeah. I hope she gets the enchanted. I see it. She's super rare. And they already gave the Moana the iconic, so I see this becoming an enchanted. Oh no, they already did the Tamatoa, so they might not.
I wish I was rich, bro.
I wish I was right. They might not because they already did the Tamatoa, and I think the other one, or maybe it might be one more character and then one more action. Oh, we'll see. But next one is Moana. I see a lot of people talking down on this card. I think um, the mistake is that people are seeing it as a ramp card, and it is not a ramp card. So, 5 costs, Inkable Moana Curious Explorer. It's a 4/4 quest for 2 with the ability Ancestral Legacy. You can ink cards from your discard. So I guess because the word ink is in there, people are thinking this is a ramp card. I don't know what it is, but this is not a ramp card. This is a draw card, in my opinion. Because most
People think
decks,
it's ink, play this, and I can ink from my discard. No, that's not how that
yeah,
works.
yeah, yeah. No, like in my opinion, and they explained it perfectly in Podcana. Like I'm glad how Sky explained it. It's perfect, exactly what I was saying. It's like most decks require you to ink per turn unless you're dogs and you're broken. But most decks require you, even if you're aggro, to ink once per turn. This card is allowed. So in a sense, every card draw you draw, you're not really keeping it because you have to ink a card anyways. So you're still losing a card in hand. This enables you to actually that card that you're drawing, you actually get to keep it. So you're actually getting that +1 every turn because you just start inking from your discard once you play her. So I see her as that before I saw all these other cards, like because this was revealed super early. Like I was like, this card single-handedly enables multiple blue combination colors because it'll allow you to keep your hand semi full or like semi healthy, just by herself. So she's not a terrible party, right? 4/4 quests for 2. That's not terrible. I mean, it has the bell stats. Yeah, the bell kills something most of the time on play, but even the bell after you leave after she kills something, it leaves a. We've seen that 4/4. Like it's not a terrible stat line, and it can be not hard to deal with, but threatening, right? So I don't know. I still think this card's good. Unfortunately, I do think it is going to be outshined by that bell, but there's nothing wrong with playing both because, like I said, this isn't a ramp card. This is in a sense, draw card. So
Another princess, a
and
good
and
body.
another princess, yeah.
Oh man. Um. So I think this goes good in blue red. If you have 4 visions, 4 develop, stuff like that, right? Where it's like you already use them. I guess yes, you can add those things off Shark, but let's be real, off Shark, you're not really adding those cards
Yeah,
most of the time when you
and you only need one of them in your discard. And exactly what you said. Like I'm playing my blue red with develop cell visions, bro. I use develop to my ink one. Like you have so much stuff in your ink one that deck that you don't care, and then you
you
only
have
need
to
one of those.
you have to think of it as that is the card draw. Whatever you drew, now you no longer have to ink for that turn because you inked from the discard. That is your card advantage. It's card economy. People don't think like decks need card draw. No, they don't. It's about card economy. If I find some ways to like play the bounce pack, there's like different stuff. It's all about card economy. My deck can have 0 draw. At the end of the day, if you have 4 cards in your hand and I have 6, it's card economy. Like that's what it did. So this is all about card economy. I think in blue red that's really strong.
Blue steel, you got a
Yeah,
lot of discard effects.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's good.
Namari, you're always
The only
drawing
thing
one,
the only
discarding
thing that
one.
throws me out because me, I would love crazy is that what am I most of the time me personally discarding with steel is those uninkables. It just to put it out there, guys, for those of you guys that don't know, you can't do uninkables. It just allows you to use the resource of your discard, but the whole inking mechanic still applies. So you cannot just like discard like or have an inkables and then ink that because you're allowed to ink from your discard. You still have to be an inkable card. So, but yeah, it's good. But at the end of the day, I was gonna ask you this: if I'm playing Burbo and I already have good draw, if and I get it, this is more draw. But let's say if I'm playing a deck that I'm so used to card economy, I'm so used to like liking cards that draw, I'm so used to like naturally my curve, like I'm good. I don't need to ink from my discard. You know what I mean? It's like I'm playing purple. Like for example, it's like naturally just the cards draw. Like I like how we have this as an option, and this is like a game changer for certain decks. But I like how you said the bell's still way better. But yeah,
Yeah, I
good.
do think when I saw this, like I don't think purple needed it. I think every other blue deck needed it. But I like in Parcana they talked about it. Like Sky said, like even in purple it doesn't feel bad. At least like when we were playing the Milwaukee meta, like he's explained it perfectly. Like we were doing it instinctively because we knew like I might draw a Tipo. Like he said it perfectly. Like I have Bell and Hades in my hand. Like these both can be like Bell can out this right now. Like I'll just play Bell and the next card I draw might be a Tipo. Then I can ink Tipo, use that useless card, and then I still get to keep my Hades versus inking that Bell and then playing the Hades. Like that. And he said it perfectly. I'm like literally ripping it from him. Like if we had Moana in that set, you could play the Moana and then that would eliminate. You just instead you ink a card from your discard that already died, that already did his job, and then you could play that Hades that turn either way, and then you still keep that battle. You still keep like your threats in your hand, right? Like obviously, what do we do usually when we ink a card from our hand? We pick the worst card at that time, right? But sometimes you have like a 2 card hand, 3 card hand that you have to ink a good card. So this takes that away. Like now you don't have to like you ink a card that already did its value, right? One drop that killed something, uh, an action that you already played that drew you a card, stuff like that. So I don't know. I just think overall it's a good card. I don't think it's that good anymore because obviously we got better cards
There's
that
also that
helping.
world too. If you're playing cards on curve, let's be real. Like though, at least I'm like you're playing your Moana. You pass turn. You're like, oh man, I have to draw an Inkable. I didn't. This Moana just saved you. Like like how many times is literally that I played this Sapphire so much to know that that bricking happens between 5 and 7. Like you did not or able to. How many times I'm sure you've Caesar has happened to you where you're not able to get to 7.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you just break out something, but literally this Moana because you're obviously if you're playing on curve, you're playing this Moana on 5, not on
yeah,
turn 5, but on the 5 drop.
yeah.
Now if you draw an Inkables, that just
It just
saved you.
saved it. Yeah, no.
So
I think I
there's
think I
that.
think
There's that
yeah,
little aspect of it which matters in Sapphire.
yeah.
So
I don't think this card's broken, but I think it's good, and I think people are calling it bad. I think they're under. I don't know. I don't know. I think the card's good. I think it will see play. I do think it will see play. And then the last one, because I didn't know what else to put, is Let It Go. I think the card getting reprinted, it's a good thing, and another removal for blue, and it was obviously a good card back then. I did see some play started losing play in before the bans because obviously we got more broken cards, but I think this will do just fine in this set so far. Like I think this card's gonna see play again. Let It Go. So everybody already knows what it says. I'm not gonna read it. Or I guess some people don't. So 5 costs, Let It Go. Basically you can sing it. It's a song. Put chosen card into their player's inkwell. It's like a Hades, but it's on a song, right? So cool. I like the new art on it too.
don't ever catch me playing this Let It Go. You'll never catch me play this Let It Go.
You don't like this one?
You like this one over the OG?
I kind of like them both, to be honest.
God.
I like them both. Yeah, I like them both. All right, moving forward, you're gonna probably get mad at these still picks, bro. I was looking at them. They kind of suck, bro.
By the way, we're probably gonna end up splitting this video into 2 parts, so don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Like Russian.
yeah. So I think okay. So I don't think the steel cards suck, but like to pick cards real quick, like out of like how we said, like I wanted to pick cards that like are obvious that they're gonna hit the meta like running, right? I think steel got some good cards, but they're like you got to build some funky stuff with it, and they're good, like your detective stuff, right? That you built. Like I think you got a lot of stuff for your detective ally build. That's good. So, but I picked the best I could, man. So hopefully you don't get upset with these steel picks.
Well, the thing is too. Well, like if there's like how we said we're doing the next week the hidden gems, and I'm picking that list too. And then there's also I can pick cards that I feel like you missed. And we'll
Yeah,
talk about those. So
yeah.
there's that too.
So let's
So
go. Let's
we'll
go
get
ahead.
through it. Don't worry, guys. We
Yeah,
still got to say what 2 more weeks.
yeah. 2 more weeks till it fully
So we're chilling. We're
releases. Yeah.
chilling.
So it's a 4 cost Sunny Grand Councilwoman 3/5 quest for 3. So we were talking about Arthur, right? Like 3 sets ago, 4 sets ago, that Arthur was cracked. What did he do? Quest for 4? Was it?
Zero play. That's what he saw.
But was he quest for 4? What was he?
He
It was
quest
4,
for
right?
4, but then you don't get a draw
Yeah, you don't have
phase.
a card draw, but he was
And
inkable, right?
people were like, "Oh, you just played Doc and it's that," but that's not. It wasn't that good,
But
bro.
he was inkable,
Like,
right?
oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
inkable.
yeah,
That's the thing. That's it. He's also a 6/6. To be
yeah,
fair,
yeah.
he was
So,
busted.
so I mean, I think this card is good on curve. It's a ramp into 2 and then play this. It's a 3/5 that quest for 3 for going for that aggro route. I don't think it's bad, but I'll let you speak more on these.
I like. We keep getting at it on aliens. A lot of aliens have been impressed. This is the first one of the sets where they're printing like archetype based cards. Where I'm like, oh, these aren't terrible. Like if you look at like, I feel like every alien has been printed. It's like okay, like where they're heading into the right direction. There's almost a video that I wanted to do where in my dream world of Lorcana, we're playing archetypes. We're not playing colors. So that is my dream world of Lorcana. We're going like I mean, dogs were kind of like similar. Like dogs was like you played like literally the dogs. So there's that synergy due to where like alien princesses, whatever, detectives, stuff like that. That is the world of Lorcana that I would like to live in. As you guys, Toy Story, you saw they have the toy thing. Then you have like the duck with the super. Like there's a world where like we start like mixing maybe two archetypes. Like I'm playing toy aliens. I'm playing toy detectives. Like and that becomes like, well, what is it? We're playing purple red. I'm playing blue. We're starting little by little. Is like, well, what version are you playing? There's like three blue greens. There's like three purple greens. Like remember what was it? Brainiac, purple green had like three different versions or whatever.
Yeah.
We're getting there, but in my dream world, it's archetype based. So I love this. I think this is a good card. But yeah, I mean, it's a
I
good
think
card, right?
I think that's why I liked set 8 so much, like after the bans, and even nah, it was definitely after the bans, because set 8 right before we got the rotation, like I think it was that, right? Like green blue, what were you playing? The Clarabelle songs? Were you playing green blue items? Red blue, were you playing red blue items? Were you playing DKP Shark? Amber Steel, were you playing aggro? Were you playing Steel Wheel? Right? Like Blue Steel,
It
were you
was like
playing
that. Yeah.
Blue Steel? Were you playing Wheel? The items kind of died, but were you playing Wheel? Like that's what I liked about it, because we got to that point where, oh, you're playing Blue Steel. I know exactly what you're playing. No, you're playing Blue Steel. What version are you playing? And we're
We
kind of
have
with
to
that
create
point.
our own right now,
Yeah,
though. We have to do Kiwi, right? Like we're
yeah,
creating
yeah.
almost
Kiwi,
our
yeah,
own. Like me, I'm creating the Blue Steel Detectives. I mean, I guess I'm not creating it. Like Lorcana still meant it to be detectives, but you get what I mean. Like we're kind of being forced to create these, and but I in my dream world, there's more support for archetypes.
yeah. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Like for example, why did they make this a vanilla? Why didn't they just add something alien something? Like just give us that. Like make me want to play aliens. Like just add something. Just add an effect there. What if that said all your aliens gain +2 strength? That's it. That's all you gotta do. Like just make me want to play like the archetype. But
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be mad at that. But next
at that
one,
point, like why are we even creating vanillas? But yeah.
next
Oh,
one. It's a two
interesting.
cost inkable. Keep the ancient way. Action song. Opponents can't play actions or items until the start of your next turn. So this is a Pete on a stick. I'll let you, or not on a stick, on a song. I'll let you talk about this one.
Okay. So I think I talked about a little bit on the podcast about this. Um, and it made me change a little bit of my viewpoint on it. Yes, this song is gonna come up where it's gonna be so good. There's gonna be a lot of times where I'm just not even gonna want to play this card. Um, yes, it's on a song, so I can still play other cards. But I Pete, how they were saying an Amber Steel. I go one drop that quest for two. I go one drop. That quest for two. Next turn I play Pete and I quest with all. You know what I mean? It's like I'm putting that pressure with all of those questers. If I'm playing this, I guess I can hard cast and play a one drop, right? Like I can still do that. But like I don't know, man. Like something about my character singing this, it's okay. I'm glad we have it in the game because now there's an option. Like I don't have to play Pete. I can play a two-cost song, and it is a song. It's not an action. So I could sing this with Tipo. You know what I mean? Like the fact that I can blue steel, I can probably sing this with Tipo. I can sing this and like just many kind of cheap characters. That's what's cool about it. It doesn't take much about like who you're singing it with, but you also have to be playing the song in your deck now. That taking up slots, man. Like we're in a world in deck building. Like I want to play 60 good cards, but if Pete's really good in that meta, this is really good. But if Pete's not good in the meta, then this goes into like, but this one's singable, okay, but like, is your curve allow it, or you're an aggro deck? Are you really singing this song? Like, it goes into like stuff like that. I don't know. Remember how we said about like sometimes that lantern, sometimes it's better to have the body. There's a little bit of part of me that sometimes I'd rather play the Pete.
Yeah, no, 100%. I wouldn't say this is just flat out better than Pete, because sometimes you want that Pete to freeze so your opponent doesn't strength you or whatever, and then you have your own singer, right? So you sing back. This won't allow that, right? Um, but I don't think you see it as replacing Pete. I think it's just like an addition if that effect is really needed that set, right? I put it on here. I don't think it's gonna be that crazy this set. Maybe it will be because I actually see this set turning
A lot
to
of
a lot of
actions.
actions and a bunch of stuff again, right? But I think it will be good in the long run, right? Later on, if we get to that, back to like the crazy points with items and actions and all that. Me, I put it in here for Infinity, bro. This card in Infinity is gonna be dumb. Like, bro, you're like playing against Blue Steel the way it's built right now with items, bro. Like, you play this against Blue Steel, like they're
Oh, it's
literally,
also
yeah,
items.
like you play
That's
this against Blue Steel,
right.
bro. They're literally gonna have to look at you and be like, all right, ink pass, because I can't play my items, bro. Like, what am I
Hey,
supposed
you
to?
guys are wild on them items. You know my blue steel plays a little bit less. You guys are like crazy on them.
Bro, they're gonna be like, what am I supposed to do, bro? You stop,
I'm
but
about to
you
play that on
you you
y'all
know
in the
you know
marathon.
you're about to get OTK'd by a dime. Nope, I sing this. You can't OTK me now. Now I bought myself an extra turn because most of the time in those mirrors you don't play it because you have hideaway and stuff, right? So you know usually when it's coming, like they're ramping up their ink. I'm gonna play this. You can't die me. You can't OTK me this turn. Like I think in Infinity this card is crazy, dude. I think this card is crazy in Infinity. So and we might get to that point by the next set, right? We might not, but I feel like this card has a good lot of good stuff in Infinity, and it could be good next set or this set if we do go into a lot of the actions. But the thing I like about it is the item part, which like I said for Infinity, Blue Red's playing a lot of items, Blue Steel's playing a lot of items. Green blue, green blue items is a thing. There's a lot of actions and stuff going around in Infinity. I think this card in Infinity is kind of crazy, but I do
As
agree.
blue
Like with the,
steel, as blue steel Infinity players, are we gonna be sick when green steel starts singing the song?
yeah, bro, yeah, yeah. And then the mirrors, bro. Like the mirrors is gonna be like who plays this first? Yeah, it's literally like that because you who plays this first? All right, you literally said ink pass. Unless you start building the decks different, you take out items, but you literally say ink pass, and then I go my whole turn with a bunch of items, and then I play another one. Imagine I play another one. I draw 50 cards, and then I play another one. All right, you're gonna have to ink pass again. All right, I'm gonna do that again. You just fall so far behind. You lose so much tempo, like so much
And in
tempo.
the mirror, if you go, now we are gonna be playing Bell, I guess, on turn one because this is gonna be singing it on turn two, and then you're like, well,
Yeah.
there goes
Well.
your Scrooge on three or whatever, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this has a lot more Infinity implications. But next card is Angel. 4 cost. I want to hear your thoughts on this. I know we kind of talked about it a little bit on the chat. But I want to hear your full thoughts on this one. 4 cost Angel experiment 624 to 3/3 Storyborn ally alien. Quest for 1. First part untouchable. While you have no cards in your hand, this card gains 2+2 resist. Good aim. Once during your turn, you may choose and discard a card to deal 2 damage to chosen character. What do you think?
While you have another alien, this character gains resist too. Why can't they do that?
Yeah, that empty hand. I hate them putting that text on cards,
Why
but
is their thing like they're acting like they're printing a lot of cards that like while you have no cards in your hand? Sure, you guys have printed a lot of that, but can you make them be worth it? Like, I have no cards in my hand. Can you please make it be worth it? And I know what they're fearing is that making really broken effects, and then okay, well now I do have cards in my hand. Haha, like I broke you guys' mechanic. They're afraid of that, which is peace. Do I really want to like not have cards in my hand to give this resist to? Like, can you make this if this would have been a 5/3? Now I kind of want to give it resist too. You know, like I don't know, make me incentivized. Like once during your turn, you may choose and discard a card once during your turn, you may choose and discard. Okay, so why once? So now let's say I don't want to have cards in my hand because I want this to have resist too. Let me be able to discard my hand if I want to. It's my disadvantage. And if it's to my advantage, I mean, it's a legendary, right? Shouldn't it be like to my advantage a broken? Find a way to for me to make this card broken. But like, what are they doing that's allowing me as a legendary to make this card broken? What help are they giving me? Once during your turn, while you have no cards in your hand, 3/3 as a 4 cost. I think this card is trash.
Really, I actually don't think it would be that bad. Obviously, the first part, the first text is literally irrelevant. 100%. I agree with you there. I think if it was multiple times per turn, I don't know if it would be broken, but I think it would be pretty good. But I don't know. I feel like there's some lines, and I know the tall version of this deck kind of sucks, but like this with Goliath, like you want to be emptying out your hand every turn. So like this with Goliath is pretty good. I don't know. I was telling you about like the Stitch. Ramp on two, you play this, you ink that uninkable Stitch, or you discard that uninkable Stitch. You can play that Stitch next turn. I feel like there can be some synergies in it with it, but I don't know. And then like that ally build that you did, you said it draws like a decent amount sometimes, so I feel like you can afford to do the discard every turn, and it's an ally. So the only thing that does suck is what I do wish on this card is for sure the resist. I didn't even think about that, but I agree. I think that card that would be a perfectly fine text if you have another alien, or if you have Stitch. You have Stitch, gain resist too, something like that. Um, but it's her stats. I feel like her stats are really lackluster as well. Like at least a 4/4 or something. Like I don't know. Like it's
I
pretty
think
bad.
the issue with me is like if you're trying to set up a dock, well, there goes you ever getting resist too. You have
Yeah.
to discard your dock. You're not
Yeah, I mean,
discarding dock.
I
You're
hate.
adding shit.
I mean, you know me. I hate that effect. Anything that's like making you play with no cards in hand to me is like dumb. Like,
And if we're going like the Goliath, which it's peace, right? If you have no cards in your hand at that moment, like whatever, like you can ink and play a card, and you're gonna drop 12 Goliath, and you get the resist. Let's say that's peace. Let's say that's fine. You get it there, right? Okay. This is my second issue. It would be really cool if I can go discard, deal four
yeah, 100%.
at least twice
Yeah,
because he has that synergy with Goliath, and you just spent a Goliath last set. Like you knew Goliath was a card when you were developing this card, no matter how long ago they did it, because Goliath's a set before.
yeah,
So you guys knew Goliath was a card.
yeah. They could have changed
Um,
it. I okay. I
that little
think
stuff,
I
like
think
one
infinite
twice
amount
per
of
turn,
yeah. I think infinite amount of times
twice
would
per
be a little
turn.
bit too good,
Two.
but I agree. I mean, they already showed it, bro. I mean, I'll go to the Todd card real quick. They put that text in there, so they could have put it on this one twice during your turn. They could have done that for
Yeah,
her. So
that's
I
it.
I,
That's
I
all we
agree there.
need. That whole card changes, right? Because now with Goliath, I'll be like discard, deal four. Oh, she gets resist. Trade here. Goliath and turn draw two.
Yeah,
And by the way, that doesn't even sound broken. That just sounds like a solid turn.
yeah, yeah.
Let's be
No,
real.
100%. Yeah,
Like that
I agree.
doesn't, because guess what? I didn't play a character.
Um,
Like I
so
didn't even develop a
when
board.
I was looking at the steel cards, I just told you too. There's a lot of like rough cards. I was like, damn. But once again, next card. I love this card, man. And this is not for constructed. This is for Infinity. I think this card is broken in Infinity. And now that they revealed the one cost shift, I think it's even better. So 7 cost, Darkwing Duck, cool under pressure, 6/8, shift 5. This is the first Storyborn that has shift, superhero and detective. During your turn, whenever an item is banished, you may pay 1 to deal 2 damage to chosen character. This character can't challenge ready characters. I don't know if I said it's a 6/8 quest for 2. Dude, I was already thinking about cutting out the songs completely because I feel like just the items itself that I'm playing, like the Robot Queen and the Bomb, was enough to deal with like almost everything. Bro, this card for sure makes me want to just cut everything out. I'm like, dude, F these songs. Like this thing's just gonna kill everything itself. Like this thing's just gonna shoot everything. Like it's gonna. I don't know. I think this card in Infinity is insane. I don't know, and I don't think it's too slow.
Um,
I do not think it's too slow.
so I didn't want to put it out there just because I love. I mean, I'm gonna get a chance to do it whenever I can. Dre, our teammate, said this card was not good. He's not. This card's not going to see play. It might be too slow. Might be whatever. So I knew somebody in the chat was said that. At first, I thought it was Caesar, but I don't think it was you, right? I think you
It was
actually
not me, bro. I was
turned
looking
your
at this card
your
and I'm like,
Infinity.
dude,
Yeah,
I'm playing this card. I don't care, bro. Dude,
yeah.
there's no way, bro.
So
And then with it, I think he would change his mind now that he saw the shift, the one cost. I think he would probably change his mind. But me, I was thinking about playing this card before they revealed the one cost. Like I think the card's good. I don't
I
think it's
was
too
if
slow.
this was not a shift, I'll still play it.
Yeah, 100%. I would too, dude. Like you control
Also, how many villains do we have in Infinity?
yeah, that's
Like
true.
so many relevant. Dude, Tamatoa. Isn't
Yeah,
Tamatoa's a villain?
yeah,
I'm
it's a
not
villain.
tripping, right?
Yeah, they're villains. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, they have how many in green steel? Like we hit all smack your
this
Ursula standing, dude. Like it's so many good cards. A shift five is way better because if I play the small one and then I ramp and then I get to shift, I get on turn four and then smack one of your ready villains. Like, that's really good. But don't even get me started on during your turn. Okay, but this is not once per turn, but that little angel art. Anyway, during your turn, whenever an item is like that's when like you guys gotta split the difference sometimes, bro. Like that makes no sense. They're both legendaries, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. During your turn, whenever an item is banished, you may pay one to deal 2 damage to chosen character.
Bro, I'm telling you, with the items, you're shooting
Popsicle
everything, bro.
heal, A1,
Yeah,
popsicle heal,
pay
A1,
one.
deal 4 damage,
Yeah,
play Tamatoa, add a
get them back.
popsicle. Popsicle pay
Yeah,
one
yeah,
because when you get to that ink,
yeah, yeah. Obviously, with popsicle, it's the most broken. But dude, like, you
I don't
start
know
thinking
what's
about,
getting cut. Hades? It's either Hades or Long Came Zeus. I mean, a
bro.
lot of people already know Hades,
I'm
but you know
telling
how
you,
I
bro.
know.
I was
Hades or Long Came Zeus is getting
before
cut.
Infinity. I was telling Drake. I said, "Hey, bro, you know what?" I said, "I think in my Infinity Blue Steel deck, I'm about ready to just cut along Came Zeus. I think with add more bombs, I think the bombs and the mouse queens are just like they're fine. Like every time I'm playing them, I'm like, dude, these cards are broken. And now this card, like, bro, I'm cutting these songs, bro. I'm
So
cutting these
we
songs.
we we play the blue bell, and then we get rid of a bomb, and then we pay an extra one. Now our bomb deals 5.
Yeah, now our bomb deals 5, and you just cheated out of 3/3 for free. Like, dude, like
Still,
and then like this is his thing was it's too slow for Ago. I don't think so. I do not think so. Now I would now for sure with this being thing, I would go your route. Like I would take out Fishbone for sure, and I would go Cindy like to cheat this out faster because like obviously the Cindy ramps faster, right? So I don't know. I
I
think
like that. I love
this
this
card
Sunday
is
with the
sick.
Namari. I don't know if Namari is staying, so I haven't treated it. I haven't seen how it is going to be without Namari because the Namari Cindy was really good. It was so good. But if Namari stays, and then obviously Cindy's going to stay because if Namari stays, so then yeah, I 100% agree. I will say this though. I think Quill's just. I think we all agree that Quill's got power trap. Like we just
I
don't
was
obviously
playing
see it, no matter what.
the reason I was playing Quill was because at the time I thought that Amber Steel like Wheel was still like very dominant. So I mean Quill's always good against Wheel, right? So that's why I was playing it. That's the main reason. And
Hey,
then
no, maybe still.
then the Quill helps also in the blue red matchup because in the blue red matchup all you really want to do is OTK them. So it just helps you get to that like once you start getting the ball rolling, the Cindy can't do what the quills are doing because the quills also work with your. I mean I'm on a heavier item build, right? So I'm playing the workshop, so the quill triggers my workshop, and I start playing multiple quills, and then I'm just start ramping a lot, right? Like I like 2-0 to blue red at infinity in like 20 minutes, bro. Because I just went out, I just popped off with the items, and then I just OTK'd him for like 20. So I feel like that's why I was
I will
playing.
say this.
That's why I was playing the quill.
I will say this, as I was playing against blue red and I'm blue steel, usually I used to feel unfavored. Like now in Infinity, I feel favored.
Yeah, I
I
never
don't know
felt
why.
unfavored.
I just feel favored into blue red. I don't know why. But yeah, I mean this card
Yeah,
is
this
good.
card's good.
This card is good. This card is good.
Alrighty. I mean, we already took a long time, so we'll go over what I thought were some honorable mentions. I only put 4. I had to mention this card. I mean, everybody's talking about it. I want my piece to talk smack about this card, but let's talk about it. We got our board wipe. It's a 8 or unconditional board wipe. My bad, because we have board wipes. Unconditional board wipe. 8 uninkable 8 cost. Raging Storm action. Banish all characters. Boom. Simple as that. In my opinion, this card is not good. If we go into a full mid-range meta, obviously this card is going to be played because we're just going big bodies on board. What's the best way to remove them? Banish all characters, right? But this does not help with the aggro problem that I think we're going to see. Like I think Dogs is going to be very dominant, and I do see there's a high possibility that a Rockstar Stitch deck can be tier 1.5, tier 1. I do 100% see that. Um, and that's not going to help. I don't think that's going to help that matchup either. My biggest thing is be prep. We had a card. Be prepared. I never thought that card was broken. The only time it felt broken was in set 1, and that's about it. But it was the beginning of the set. So we had a 7-cost uninkable action song that people were cutting out of the deck sometimes, playing one ofs. Obviously, we had more broken cards, but it was getting cut. So why did we print a higher action cost that's harder to cast for all colors because it's not a song? Obviously, the card's gonna be played in certain metas, but I don't know. I think this card could have been inkable and it would have been perfectly fine. I don't think it would have been broken. I think it would have been fine. Song, I see it a little bit more, but I do like it if it had song because it would allow for, especially because it's an amber, it would allow for because right now the only way I see this card being played is specifically in blue yellow. So now you're limiting this card to specifically that color combo, and I personally don't think it's right. Like I think multiple decks should have border wipes. I think that's fine, and I'm not okay with that. If it was a song, then you could limit it. It wouldn't be limited at all because you have songs. And Amber, the way it's played right now, I mean, maybe they're changing that next set too. But Amber right now, the card draw, you have to play to the board on almost all the card draw. So it's like, okay, you're gonna wipe all your card draw value engines, and then you're gonna have to reestablish. Like, I don't know, it just in this color combination, I'm not mad that it's an Amber, but like because it's Amber or whatever, like I'm mad the way it's playing out. Like it makes no sense at all to me. Like this card, and I do not think it is good. Like some people are going over the moon about it. Like, oh, we got our board wipe. I honestly see it playing like one or two sometimes, and not always. Like I don't know. Like, but I'm happy. I'm happy they brought it back because at least they recognize that it is needed or the card is like a card is wanted. So, but I've been happy with this whole set with a lot of directions, but uh, I just wish this was at least syncable because this is gonna rot in a lot of your hands, and there's a lot of ways to target this too now. Like we have the Mowgli, we have the Ludwig, we have the Timon, and there's no way to counter. There's no counterplay. Like you can't eat this. I mean, in blue you can. Once again, in blue you can, but any other way, if you want to try to play this, like it's just gonna rot in your hand. So I don't know. That's just my take on it, but.
So I just wish that this was probably. I think this was a Ruby card. I think as an A drop action in Ruby, okay, that's fine. Um, I understand why this is not a song in Amber. Dude, there'll be two jobs that'll be like Singer Six. So
Yeah, but this is not a sync
it's
together,
also not a
right?
thing
I'm
together,
not. Yeah,
right?
that's
It's
what I'm
also
saying.
that
I'm
too.
not saying it should
So it's
be
not
a
a thing together. It
ACOS
could just
sync
be a
together.
straight
Yeah,
Surfer Stitch has to sing it. Oh wait, he
well, I
can't even
can't.
sing
Yeah,
it.
you can't. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like it has to be something really big, which is fair. But then at that point, what Amber character are you playing if this was a song? Now it has to be with a different color combination, right? Let's be real.
that's what I'm saying. The
Now
song wouldn't
what?
have even made it broken
Okay, right. So let's say this is a song, right? What character are you playing?
right now, dude. This is my argument exactly. Like I think B prep, like a B prep, like B prep reprint would have been perfectly fine. Like I really do think. I don't know why they even had to make a new card. Like I think B prep is a perfectly fine card.
Well, like, let's say realistically, we're doing yellow blue. Let's say we're doing this as a song. Does it make much difference, or you think it's going to be end up getting hard casted almost every time anyway?
It's gonna be hard cast almost every time, bro. It goes back to my argument about B prep. How many times? I think it was only set one where we are consistently singing it. But how many times
No,
were you
Red
seeing
Blue was
seeing B?
singing it all the time,
No,
bro.
they were
Red Blue
not.
was singing it,
No, they were
bro.
not. Bro,
They would
freaking
be like madly singing, or like you guys would do all your stuff, and then you'll be like, "Oh well, now also now that I got all my lore, I still count out all your stuff. I'm singing it," and then you guys would just establish and play Hiram again and draw two. It happened to me all
okay.
the
The
time,
time
bro. You
the
guys were
time I
singing beat
thought
for bro.
the time I thought B prep was broken was DKP's list because we had the McDuck manners and those things were impossible to out. He he wouldn't a lot of times he wouldn't even sing it either.
Hot take: B Prep shouldn't have been a song, but I understand it's actually an actual song in the actual movie. B Prep should have been an action uninkable.
That's fine. I would have been fine with a seven because I'm telling you, I almost
I'm
think
telling you
like
the times, bro, that I got hit with that. Like, you have the bigger Ruby, Red Blue would have the bigger board than me. And I'm saying this because I played cards like Ariel. Okay.
yeah.
They would have the bigger board than me. They would quest, get their like 0 to like 8, 9, 10 lower. They would sing the B prep. That would make the big difference, by the way. They would
Yeah.
sing the B
Yeah,
prep,
yeah, you
now
you saying
play
it right.
Hiram, now play Tala, and I'm like, okay, bro, like that will make such a big difference. Like they'll go like B prep and then still be able to like do, or they'll do visions and they'll do all their stuff, sing B prep because they did use all their ink. It was a huge difference. But we're talking about this card and specifically. Uh, it's might as well just put a dual ink color and put blue yellow on there.
Yeah,
But
literally. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
am
I just
I
wish it was
mad?
inkable. I just wish it was
No,
inkable.
because I'm most likely literally the profile the day before this. You guys are gonna see I'm kind of leaning towards blue yellow. I'm not mad, but I get it. If you were planning to do blue yellow and then you see this, you're like, why?
Okay,
Right?
I mean, I was planning to do blue yellow, but I try my best to not be biased. Like, I'm not saying like, yeah, like I was planning. I mean, I said it in the chat. I said, guys, am I crazy? This was like almost like 3, 4 days ago. I was like, am I crazy or does blue yellow look like really hot? And this was before the border wipe. This was before the rumors of the border wipe being in amber. Like even then, like even though I'm planning to play that color, like I still wouldn't have wanted even if this was inkable. Like I think inkable would allow it to. That's another reason why I wanted inkable. I think it would allow it for yellow red to play it, for other yellow versions to play it, because you can ink it. Like it's not just gonna rot in your hand. Like, all right, it's in your hand, it's not breaking you. Like I'm gonna ink it, right? And most of the time, you don't want to ink these cards because you want them later. You know, having 4 late is nice, but at least if you do break, you can ink it. Like I don't know. I feel like 8 inkable would have been perfectly fine. That's all I. That's my only problem with this card is I don't care about that. It being an action. I don't care about it not being a song. I just wish it was inkable. That's it. I don't care about the cost. I just wish it was inkable.
The Gamble, like the ones that's playing action for
It's
free.
a 5 cost.
Those are all 5, right?
Yeah, it's 5.
What is the one that like it plays a discard for free? It's like if you mail it and then you get to play a discard an action for free, or is that the
There's
Mulan
none.
that you get to song?
There's
I
none.
might have been with
Yeah,
the song. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, I get you.
I think it would have
I'll
been fine.
probably play it in my blue yellow deck, but I get
No,
it.
I'm probably gonna play like one
But
or two of them too.
everybody
I'm not
else,
playing
it
4.
sucks. Like I
Yeah,
can play top build now and then be like this, and then they better. You know what's funny? They'll be like, "Oh, you didn't sing. I pulled another board," and I'll be like, "Well, I'll play it again." And then it'd be
yeah,
like, "You probably lost. You wasted all your cards."
yeah. I mean, like I said, it's still board wipe. It's gonna be good in certain spots, especially if we go into like a mid range battle. Like it's gonna be great in a mid range battle, but I don't know. Next card. 3 cost Vixie Forest Friend, 1/3, quest for 2. If you have a character named Todd in play, you pay 1 less to pay this character. It's evasive. So in a sense, if you have Todd in play, and spoiler alert, there's a 1 cost 2/2 Todd. Um it's basically a goon. Shout out goons. Um this is basically a surfer mini on 2. I feel like that's pretty good. A 1/3 quest for 2 on 2. Evasive. If you're playing like the aggro route, that temple route, I don't think it's a bad card. I wanted to put it in there. No.
Good honor, woman.
Yeah. And then Todd, I the effect on this card is strong. I wanted to mention it. I think there could be something there that could end up being like meta if someone breaks it right. So it's a 7 cost Todd, 6/6, knows all the tricks. Quest for 2, shift 5. So we have the 1 drop shift already, so we can shift on it. Evasive. Twice during your turn, whenever this character is chosen for an action or an item's ability, you may ready him. So this ready will allow you to sing again, quest again, challenge again, no limitation, and you can do this twice per turn with him. You could do improvise on him, boom, ready him, quest again. I think yellow amber still has like, I don't know if good job got rotated where you add a lore, but then we got that song. We got the song that from his thing, give evasive, give +1. So you could quest with them, sing it, target him, give him an extra lore, quest again, sing, target him, give him an extra lore, and every time you're singing, you're drawing a card. Like I don't know, I think you can do some silly stuff with this card. And the other cards that had this effect, most of them were uninkable. Like that inkability changes a lot. So I don't know. I think this card can be good.
Good card. Good card. 6/6 evasive shift 5. If you pull off the action thing, it's cool. Even if you do it once, it's kind of cool. So I like it. I like how green has the no limitations of like quest ready. Like the Ruby does. This is the one that like whatever you want to do. That's why I think they make sure they don't do no broken. Like questing or I don't know. Like if you effects on it, like it's cool. I like it.
And I like it
Undercard.
because, like I said, no limitations. It's a 6/6, dude. You could swing with this if you need to. Like, I'm gonna ready this and I'm gonna swing twice. Like, I'm gonna action myself, swing twice, and then it works with the items ability too. I'm thinking about, bro. I'm also thinking about in Infinity, bro. You could
Don't
lucky
say
dime
it.
this, bro. You could lucky dime this, bro. You can quest. You could quest, lucky dime, gain 2. It's gonna ready him, quest again, and then pick it back up with something again. Popsicle, ready it.
You kill it, and then it goes again. And then oh my
Okay.
god! So you have double down on board is like
Yeah,
over.
double down board, it's like over, bro. It's over. I don't know. This card Infinity is kind of funny too, but yeah.
That's funny.
Uh, Next card is it's an item. I have to include an item for Infinity.
What
I think
hell is even
I
that?
think this card can be okay in constructed too, but to 1 cost. Infra Pink Ultra Scan
I better
Specs
say
item.
draw a card. Oh my
It
god,
is it does say draw, but it's you have to discard. When you play this item, draw a card, then choose and discard a card.
I like that.
Banish this item. Chosen character gains alert this turn. This is like Ink Runner, but it's not every turn.
I like this card.
I like this card too. I like it in Infinity. I don't hate it in Constructed. I think it's a good card.
Yeah, it's cool.
Have you seen this card? You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
No, no.
Also, fan of the artwork. This is
Yeah,
cool when you play. You know how I'm big on like draw and discard card. I
yeah.
just feel like I end
I
up drawing because I end up discarding a card that was useless to keep filtering. So it just feels like draw to me. And then alert. I mean, alert is alert.
yeah.
Chosen character gains alert. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I'd probably cut Ink Runner in my Infinity deck and put this one instead. It's another one
Yeah,
drop that you can allow. You can do
another one drop.
some crazy Scrooge openers with, and then it still gives you that alert to deal with
We
Diablo
have
Fire
another item that banishes itself for the duck.
for the duck for free. Yeah,
I'm
dude, I'm
playing
telling
for it,
you,
dude. I'm
that's what I'm
playing
saying.
for the and then for the for
And you get
the the mouse screen. Oh my
and you guys know me. I am an item. Can't say that word
enthusiast.
because we're Disney enthusiasts. Yeah.
Enthusiast.
Um. So I like this card. I don't know how good it would be, but
The Dragon Tails.
in my green blue
I
items,
literally got from
I think it's
Dragon
good.
Tails, dude.
Yeah. So it's an ACOS Inkable Stegmut Clumsy Dinosaur 7/7. For each item card in your discard, you pay one less to play this character. When you play this character, you may put 3 item cards from your discard on the bottom of your deck in any order. If you do, deal 3 damage to chosen character. So there's times where you can play this for 1, 2 in the green blue items, and the green blue items you play so many items. Most of the time they're on your board, but if you have like a payout like this, you can start banishing them and leave them in your discard. And sometimes you have so many items in that deck, at least the way I used to play it, that with Tomato and stuff, even after I would grab items back, I still had like 4 items of my discard because I just had so many items. So I can see this card probably being played in that green blue items list, but I don't know. That green blue items is not popular right now. I still think there's something in there for Infinity, but um, I could see play there possibly.
There's one card that I am bummed out that you didn't put an honorable mention.
Which one?
I guess I could talk about this card first. For each item in your card in your discard, you may pay. When you play this character, you may put 3 items. It's cool. Honestly, it's so very hard for me. Like when I look at Infinity and its items, it's just like it's cool. But then why would you not just play the other
The
more
blue still the
broken
broken
item
one.
decks?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like so hard to be like, oh, like, and then in
To
regular, it's not
to be
really.
fair,
But yeah, we
I
do
think
have
this
the
card.
synergy there.
Yeah, to be fair, I think this card was shown before the Darkwing or whatever his name is. So
Hmm. That's fair.
yeah.
Dude, okay, so where's that one that gives Challenger? It's a steel card that says when you play this character, you give Challenger and then you get Resist.
To fuck off.
Isn't it like a gargoyle too? And it's like all your gargoyles don't lose the. Dude, it was in steel and it was so good. It was like when you play this character, it says like chosen characters gain resist, and then your chosen character gains Challenger +2. It was like both, and I was like, this is broken. I
This
don't
one.
remember. Let me see. Was it that one? Okay. When you play this character, you may give chosen character Challenger +2 and Resist plus
Oh,
two.
I didn't even read the second part. Oh wow.
Your Gargoyles lose the Stone by Day ability.
I
This
thought,
card is so big.
bro, I literally ignored that part because I thought that part was the Stone by Day ability. I was like, oh, it's just the same thing every gargoyle has, so I ignored it.
I think even if it had a Stone by Day, like I think that okay. So can we agree the Shadow Power is really good? That effect,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, no, it's
Whatever.
good.
Like now you're not doing the whole Jafar boost, whatever the Lilo boost, whatever in trading. Like now it's almost like a removal. Like you get to put a body of presence. You don't lose card economy because your card is on the board. And then you're trading. It's like Arthur, like 7-drop Arthur. But like now I have an inkable 3 cost Arthur. I mean, obviously not attacking ready characters, but you get what I mean there. Like as in the value. Like it's a +1 in card economy.
Yeah, yeah.
It I'm not losing any card. No cards going in my discard. Like I am putting a 3-drop singer, and I am. Oh, you thought you were good? No, like I'm challenging. Oh, and it's Kahuna. It's not like the Jafar that boosted, and I still take my 3 damage. No, it's not like that. So like it's a resist, so your cat's still useless or whatever it is. I don't know, man. This card is good.
Yeah, this
It
card's good, but
and then I wanted to point this out. The resist is until the start of the next turn.
Oh yeah.
That is huge. That is very huge. Also, if I'm playing this in purple steel, I just don't know how you don't play this in purple steel with Demona chains and all
Yeah,
that. Like you're like,
Demona,
no, not really.
Lexingtons. Yeah. No, yeah. I honestly, dude, I skipped the last part because I thought it was the Stone by Day, but
This is one of my favorite steel cards in the set. I'm not gonna lie. Also, the artwork, and then
yeah,
like
it's
the
pretty
wings
dope.
is like
Yeah,
it's
it's really
covering
dope.
my knights, and then all the gargoyles are like, oh, that's
Imagine
awesome.
Disenchanted, it'd be pretty dope.
Hey, have they announced something?
No, most enchantments haven't been announced, but alrighty, guys, that was a long video, but we are gonna split it into two. Um, but yeah, I mean, we just basically, I think there's like 6 cards missing. More than likely, nothing major meta breaking is gonna get announced. So these are probably still like the best cards from the set. If we do, we might mention it in the next video for real quick. But yeah, I mean, go ahead and close this out, Hector. I don't know if you want to talk about anything else or inform them on anything else, but yeah.
Yeah. So again, guys, if you came this far, which I hopefully you did, because we're probably gonna split this into part one, part two. Thank you so much. This is gonna be our first one of many. Golden Quest. We are here on a journey, and then we want to just make sure that you guys are invited on this journey with us. I am very excited to have one of my closest friends, Caesar, that we started Lorcana since kind of day one, and then I'm glad that we were able to kind of keep up with each other competitively because we kind of been having the same mindset and being able to share that with you guys of staying competitive. But hopefully, even if you're in a casual level and stuff like that, being able to use that for your set traps or stuff like that and put it to use. I hope you are share this with your friends, all that good stuff. Also, thank you, Caesar, for allowing this to happen. As you guys know, those of you that are like deep 24K Lorcana subscribers, I have my phone. I only know how to put pause and play and pause. So we would not be able to do this podcast if it wasn't for Caesar. Now we just got to figure out how to edit because usually, yeah, we got to figure that part out. So we'll get it done for you guys.
I'll figure
Thank
it
you guys again for
out.
watching. Any last words, Caesar? You're good.
No, I mean, like I said, don't know what's gonna happen with the cookout. Obviously, still good vibes all over there. So I think they were gonna try to upload. But like we mentioned, Hector, I mean, you guys saw it, or anyone, or any of you guys following from the cookout, started getting very inconsistent. So we just wanted to make sure, like we said, majority of it was like time conflictions, right? So me and Hector, our times kind of align most of the time. So we just said, dude, let's make a pod. Like we're missing out on the people that really cared about the cookout, and let's make it so at least if me and him agree to a time, we can make sure it's consistent, right? It's a lot easier when that's the thing too. It's a lot easier when it's two people working on their time schedule versus the five that we were trying to do, right? So I wish the best. I mean, I hope they do record and you guys can see both, and then you have, because that's the thing too. I mean, hopefully it pushes them because the last few episodes, you guys weren't seeing Danny anymore. You guys weren't really seeing. I mean, Eddie started coming back a little bit, but for a while, you guys weren't seeing Eddie anymore. You guys weren't seeing James. Like, when was the last time James came on a video? You guys weren't seeing Carlos. Like, so if they keep it going, hopefully they do some insight. But yeah, I mean, hopefully if
You
they
guys
do
are
keep it
well.
going, you
If,
guys
if
rock
they
out.
keep it going, they'll be getting a double dose because let's be real, this is still pretty much the cookout. Like it just feels
Yeah,
like the same vibes and everything. So just I don't always feel that way. We're all seven group of us is the cookout in of itself, but this is just on a different channel and kind of split. And then sometimes I'm sure if we can, we'll be on their stuff, and then maybe they can come to our stuff here and there. And it'll be awesome. But
but
again, yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and I can't wait to share the another next episode as we're gonna have our hidden gems and our spicy text. So I know you guys enjoy those. Thank you guys for watching. Till next one.
peace.